Okay, we are going to take a look at the demo for a game that has a very strange name. It is called Project Structure 1. Now, I think the reason why it's named that is it's supposed to be like... It's supposed to be kind of like a name that is supposed to be in-universe. Where it's like, oh, this is structure 1 out of, 20 or 10 or whatever the heck. So, all intents and purposes, this game is... This game is supposed to be at least influenced by Naissance. I actually found this one by the creator saying that he was inspired by Naissance. So, we will see whether or not it lives up to that expectation for comparison. It's also very loud. It's a lot of Big Dippers. A game by Vesa Rokonen. Okay, well that is certainly a way of starting off the game. It's kind of a... It's definitely kind of a whiplash of transition there. You go from this very trippy sci-fi 2001-esque intro, and it's just grayscale stairs. Oh god, we're like... weird ectoplasmic ghost. So 2 thoughts on that intro. I like it. Oh. Ducks? What do you mean ducks? Like quack quack? Caps just makes you always sprint, apparently. Honestly, kind of almost vaguely like Blade Runner-esque. Pillar halls. So... I kind of preferred how Naissance did that, just with a smaller announcement of where you are. Intro is definitely an interesting one. It definitely looks nice. Simultaneously, it definitely is a kind of long intro without really much happening other than you just seemingly falling through an infinite void of like, galactic space nebulae. Got mildly creeped out by the duck. I cannot collect the duck. Duck is also kind of slightly dirty. What did that do? Did that do anything? I think I actually lit this area up. Don't think that was on before. Honestly, the run kind of feels a little slow. Oh no. So we're doing the whole kinda inhuman stairwell thing that Naissance and Blame have. But, significantly elongated here. No, we do not have a quick save or anything, so if you screw up your jump, GG. Really. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, duck! You see, chat, when a mommy duck and a daddy duck love each other very much. Do I die? No. In fact, I do not. Oh god, more duck. Holy shit. Duck sauce. Do I look like I give a duck? So there is a very vague ambient drone or something happening in the background, but you can barely hear it past the footstep. Which kind of sounds like we're on metal? I'm not sure if this is supposed to be metal or stone. Oh, why does he look like that? Fine, I love him regardless. Duck. You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. Let's see. Can I crouch? Can I not crouch? Huh. No, but I can zoom. There we go. Ooh, he's kinda... There you go. Oh, there is no video options. Okay, so we're just gonna have to deal with the black bars. This might actually be the intended resolution format, too. Aspect ratio. That's what I mean. Why is it pulsing? Oh, that's weird. Okay. So, I'm not saying it necessarily in regards to this game, but considering I'm kind of becoming like a Naissance fan gamer, and considering I still need to play, what was it, Lost in Fugue or whatever the heck, and a bunch of other games I still have on my docket for this thing, it seems like a thing that a lot of people that are trying to make games that are kind of similar to that, maybe either directly inspired by it, or at least maybe vaguely similar to it, it seems like a lot of them do not really understand kind of like what made Naissance great, at least in my opinion. And I'm not saying I really understand it either. There's a certain je ne sais quoi. There's a certain quality that I cannot describe about Naissance that made me love it. But the soundtrack for it 100% helped. And part of the issue with anyone trying to do a Megastructure, moody, you know, maybe grayscale type of walking sim exploration puzzle game, whatever the hell, you know, in lieu of Naissance, is, or in the spirit of it, Naissance used... Oh, hey, no, don't do that to me. No, give me the duck. You can't do that. That was the last one. Where'd the duck? Anyway, what I was trying to say is... Naissance used music from like 4 or 5, maybe 6 different composers, or artists, musicians, whatever you want to call them. A fair few of whom have like 30 to 40 years of experience in making music, because it's like one of the artists of that game that they use the music from, that made one of the tracks that I'm greatly fond of in that game, is a dude that was born in like 1952. Right, so the guy is, what, like 70? 70 something now? And he's actually got his music on Bandcamp. It's actually how I found some of his music, because it's really kind of hard to find some of the music that was used in Naissance. That's how I actually found some of the music from that game, or that was used in that game, because one of the guys actually has a Bandcamp, despite his, well, you know, age. But it definitely makes things easier when you can pick and choose, you know, cherry pick music from a variety of different artists that... Hey, how you doing? What do you mean 35 ducks? What in the fuck do you mean 35 ducks? Holy shit, dude, what? That's too many, man. It definitely helps when you can cherry pick music from a variety of different artists with music that already has been made and fits the mood of the game you are trying to make, as opposed to from scratch make your own stuff. And I feel like it's kind of one of those things that kind of gives Naissance a unfair advantage in my perception, because some of that music was just really, really good and really fitting for the areas of Naissance. and really added to the experience. It also kind of helps with a lot of that being really obscure French experimental stuff, too. Ledges. Okay, fair enough. I don't like the fact... I do not like it when stuff have a banner across the middle of the screen. I prefer at the top. Okay, 1 second. Gotta Alt-Tab. Bada bing, bada boom. Goodbye. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. So, the game is kind of capturing Naissance's lack of color for the most part. I don't know what the duck stuff is about, but I don't know. I don't really think Naissance really needed collectibles, but... I mean, hey. You get a duck? Quack quack. Oh god, so these are extremely haphazard catwalks, aren't they? It is basically a glorified 2x4. A metallic 2x4 even. That is... I don't even know how long this would be, like 30 feet or something? I don't know. Being suspended by that? Like... Well, yeah, it's... You could, like, kick that and just... There it goes. Floating whoever's on it. Although this whole area seems to be a little bit worse for wear anyway, because I think that pillar over there is kind of like... little broken. Yeah, a little worse for wear. Just a little. So, background music for this area is a little bit better than the first one. Yeah, I can actually kind of hear this one, as opposed to the previous one. Stairs. Where's the duck? Got my eye on you. There it is. So, where's Mr. Penguin? Or the penguin? Wait. We have stairs up and then down. Which one is the way we need to go? Like a weird bunker. Yeah, it's kind of strange in the fact that I felt like Naissance was a little bit more well-refined. Despite the fact that most of Naissance was just using cubes. Here they're actually using a little bit more than just cubes. You know, it's more than just squares and rectangles, and it feels a little bit rougher around the edges for modeling. I don't know, it's kind of strange. Not saying this as a critique, it's just an observation. I think Because I can only assume that this is entirely one guy, and I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Is he's doing this entirely on his own with no help. Yeah, it's like, it's fine. He's doing fine. But again, it's just like, for me, Naissance is kind of like an anomaly. Felt really high budget despite not being. It is an impossible thing for me now to, since playing the game, to not compare things to it. But like, these lights, they look a little weird. And these are just kind of like the Naissance lights. We're duck. Green mushroom is usually duck. We're duck. I don't know if those green mushrooms are supposed to be the equivalent of yellow paint. Oh, I missed the oh, fuck. Well, not that it matters. There's 35 of the damn things. I'm not finding them all. Why is everything a little cockeyed for that one? Is that the broken pillar? It's like kind of slanted, that one. I think that one is... Yeah, no, this one is definitely fucked up. Honestly, my biggest complaint right now is just... No. Huh. The run speed is kind of strangely slow, it feels. Like, walk speed is, like, walk speed, but sprint is, like, more speed walking. Probably that way for the parkour segments, really. Room. That's cool. Oh, good, we get duck step. Oh, it's doing the Totoro thing from Naissance. Okay, well, maybe not exactly, but it is kind of doing it. Like, it is affecting my movement in numerous ways. So I'd have 22 if I got the one back there. Alright, so +1. Just +1. So now where? Naissance, your motivator was, you know, like exploring this awesome megastructure that's really intricately designed, you know, with some really good music and whatnot. Here, your motivator is duck. What the hell's that? I don't even know if I'm going the right way or not. Yo, what is this? It's like the night children planting bioluminescent ducks with, like, evil shadow duck and other duck. Oh, you know what? Green mushrooms might actually be... They might actually be the yellow paint. They might actually be showing you where you need to go. Thought maybe they were for, like, side objectives or something. You know, maybe. Oh no, it is. It's a duck. Okay. So... Kinda complicates matters on where I need to go, then. Wait. Huh? I don't need to go down there, right? That kinda looks like that's where I need to go. No, 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 definitely not. Okay. Because that's where Penguin was standing before. The duck stuff, especially the like, the thing that kind of looks like it would be a Source Engine game spray tag thing, does not really fit the game. So that's the duck room. Oh, kind of botched that one. Might have gone a little bit overboard on the mushrooms. I mean, it's not moving, but it's spitting out light at different angles and whatnot. Okay, purple. Oh, that's nice. That's actually really nice. I like that. Oh, they're like... It's like a Windows screensaver or something almost. It's like they're hitting each other and causing each other to move. That's a good color combination, though. I like that one. I do wonder if this game is going to try anything with, like, jump scares with the shadow creatures, or if that's just... I feel like maybe those mushrooms should not be consumed. Abstract duck. Really kind of hope the game doesn't go the route of jump scares or anything. I don't necessarily mind it if it's gonna be like the, you know, penguin dude just kind of like staring at you from a distance and being weird and creepy and kind of stalkerish, but... Yeah, I don't particularly like jump scares and that crap too much, really. And for a game like this, where a lot of it is you, like, absorbing the visuals... Oh god. Speaking of getting spooked, I get spooked by a completely stationary, static object. That seems like a death pit. That really seems like a death pit. Oh my god. I like how these are not actually perfectly straight, so it really is actually kind of like people are just sliding them into place and hoping for the best. Yeah, and with the wind sound, I was going to mention earlier, but even more so now. What happens if you get, you know, really strong wind? Surely the wind could move those. Okay, more duck. I think I probably missed a little bit up there. Yeah, just gonna toggle run. I've actually been holding shift this entire time. Yeah, so that's something that Naissance did really well. Is like giving you that sense of scale by letting you actually see into the distance as opposed to fogging it up like Silent Hill. Oh, okay, there we go. I don't know if you can really die from fall damage in this. I would assume you can, and I'm honestly, frankly surprised I have not fallen to my doom yet. And that kind of worked for a little bit. Is this an automatic door? Don't really know why he did this. Or, you know, the dev. I don't know why you can really just, like, see your dude's arms. Oh no, there's actually going to be buttons? Well, at least I don't need to find something to put on it. Kinda curious how much longer this demo has to it. Booga booga booga? I wasn't expecting chiptune. Alright, I don't seem to have control over the game right now, actually. Alright, there we go. Yeah, alright, it is actually just playing the song then ending. Alright. Level select. Wait, is there only going to be 5 levels? Pillar hole, ledges, fog. Well, no shit. Tower and then city. So, city might be the level I would really want. Yeah, there's 0 video options in that. So, that is Project Structure 01, or 1 demo. Well, Project Structure 1's demo. There you go. So, it does actually get some of the essence of Naissance. And it does some of it well. The second area's background music track is fitting. First one, it's so quiet you can barely even perceive it, really. Don't know why the ducks. I really just don't know why the ducks. Not a complaint, just why the ducks? Don't know. So, let's see. I'm going to do a thing, though. Do a thing. And I should have done it off of the end there, but I guess this kind of ups the... Huh. Well, that's not what I was expecting. You can see that? Oh yeah, hey, look at that. Okay, yeah, cool. Alright, so, and that's auto-detect for you, huh? Auto-detect, but it's not detecting that. Very, very, very good. Okay, cool. We're gonna do a thing here. And again, I should have just grabbed it off of the end there. Or it was just a full black screen, it would have been easier to crop. But, let's see. Gonna... Yeah, it's not gonna be that easy, is it? Alright, whatever. We're just gonna lasso it, I guess. Hmm. That auto-detect is very questionable for this particular program. That doesn't work. Okay, well, we're going to just quickly get rid of all that. You know, in hindsight, I shouldn't have put it on a static white background, actually. I should have been doing that. Oh, shit. 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 Oh, no. No, there's like a weird halo around it now. Crap. Oh, no. Wow, that actually did that much quicker and easier. Okay. Magic Wand really is kind of like a love it or hate it tool, isn't it? Alright, whatever. That kind of worked. Okay, reduce the size of this just a little bit. Push that up there. I think that's probably good enough, maybe. Alright, let's see. Resize. Resize. We need... What are we looking at? We are looking at... that is... 530, 470, maybe? Nope. Wrong one. Okay. Well, that took a little bit longer than I thought it would. Hope I didn't exactly do the magic wand too well, but oh well. We're going to... Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. There we go. There he is. In all of his duckly glory. He looks a little pale, honestly. Yes! Oh god, I could just like copy and paste this thing a couple dozen times and just have a whole smorgasbord of ducks. God, I can definitely make him more grayscale or like jaundiced. The stealth duck. I wanna flip him. How do we flip him? He looks wrong. Good. There we go. There we go. You can just sit right there, buddy. There you go. The dancing wizard finally has a friend. It took this long for me to find something to actually put next to him. Absolutely excellent. There you go. Let's see, can I do I want to do anything else to him? Now, if I fiddle with a lot of these settings, he becomes a lot like I don't want him to be full transparency. Oh my god, if I tweak the contrast. You know what? Maybe we'll fiddle with the contrast a little bit. Give him a little bit more emphasis on that yellow. It's like, right, like that's 0 right there. That's 0, right? He's very, very gray. 15, right? 25, right? I think we'll put him on 20, maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll keep it at that. There you go. There you go. It is Project Structure 1 demo. Project Structure 1's demo. It's not bad. I hope the guy makes something good with it, because for what there is so far, seems good. I hope he adds a video resolution option, though. I really do. Video resolution option would be nice, and maybe a slight increase to the run speed. That is my major complaint, is just I would like to move a little bit faster. And that's really it. I think it's actually doing the whole, you know, like, inspired by Naissance's thing very well, honestly, and that intro was actually really nice, so. Supposedly, he is aiming for 2025 as a release date. Not slated as to when, however, so probably won't be 2025, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But yeah, there you go. That's that one. So, till next time, guys. Have a good one.